Shalom, praise High, High Living Creator. Yo, Jeremiah. Yeah, we are in Jacob's trouble. Okay, Archangel Michael stands up here at the beginning of the second half of the second 3.5 years. Okay, that's what I did on my birthday, April the 8th. There was a solar eclipse here to be married together with a 2017 solar eclipse here that went over America. It went over towns like Salem and that, man. Didn't sound peace, didn't sound, and little Egypt. Signs from the living Creator, man. Being X'd out, being X'd out for luck. This is Jeremiah 30, for luck. The days come, says Higher, that I will bring again the captivity of my people. Yeah, the Afro-Asiatics, Israel and Judah, split into two kingdoms. The 10 tribes got seized on their lands. My family got sent out and seized, yeah, and sent out of our land from my family, the southern kingdom from Scotland, man. Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Oliver Cromwell got rid of the true divine right to rule, man. All right, facts, man. Our historical document, the Bible, was added to. Facts, man. The Hanoverian dynasty sits on the throne of David, man. Facts, man. Do you understand? They don't keep the law of the living Creator. Okay, the Most High left my birthday, April the 8th, yeah, 2024, yeah, as a marker point, man, to fulfill Daniel chapter 12, verse 1, when it says the great Prince Michael will stand up for the people, man. Why would he stand up? Yeah, why have I stood up, man? Because I'm sick of seeing the police brutality. Slave force set up in the 1700s, yeah, to stop runaway prisoners of war, man. Do you understand? Like, Dumdar versus 1452, man. The Saracen Negro into perpetual servitude, man. Partway through Jacob's trouble, I stand up, man. Okay, don't forget the Great American Eclipse, man. 2017 in August. To be married together with my solar eclipse on my birthday, April the 8th, man, 2024. Okay, that's a central marker point, man. Okay, you can count the days back and forward from there, man. You can see when you count back from April the 8th, yeah, 2024, you can see all the COVID shit happening, all the lockdowns, all the madness happening, man. Do you understand? It was like the beginning of trouble, do you understand? But then I'll stand up, yeah, because I'm sick of how my people are getting treated in that, like, bring forth his truth of who we really are, that we're not from Africa, and we were colonised and that, man. Had our lands stolen from us. And then you count forward, yeah, 3.5 years after April the 8th, 2024, yeah, you're going to find, yeah, you're going to reach, I think, September the 20th, 2027, man. All right. The latter end of Jacob's trouble. And don't forget, it says before in the book of Joel, before the great and dreadful day of the living Creator, higher, the sun will be darkened, the stars will fall from heaven, meteor showers, solar eclipse, man, which is a sign to be looked at for the Gentile nations, man. Do you understand? Then at the end of the month, man, a blood red moon, man, this month, man. Do you understand? A sign from the living Creator before the dreadful day of the living Creator. Let's bring forth Michael, man, on his birthday, April the 8th, 2024, man. And I'll leave a solar eclipse as well as a sign. Do you understand? This is to be married together with the 2017 solar eclipse, man. Man. Babylon's being X out. The earthquakes, the flooding, the fires, the pestilence, the evacuations, all the mad shit going on, man. It's because you took our lands, man. You came into the Holy Lands, the power Arabs, man, and the dark Arabs were fighting over the Holy Lands. The power Arabs, yeah, gained control, more control, and they did a lot of brutal shit to us, man. I'm not saying that other Arabs didn't as well, but the power Arabs, yeah, to this very day, is doing a lot of bad shit, and even to the dark Arabs, the power Arabs are acting bad, man. Like, I'm just saying we have to all come together, acknowledge the truth, the living Creator. This is his story. It says, I will bring back the captivity of my people, Israel and Judah. When the yoke is broken, when rabbit got gone, man, you understand? Like, I will bring back again the captivity of my people, man. Dumdar verses 1452, Saracen Negro, perpetual servitude. My family got kicked out of our lands, yeah, from Scotland. Okay, we went to work on plantations, man, and colonies that the oppressor set up, man. Do you understand? Webster's 1828, dictionary definition of what an American is, a copper-coloured tribe founded by the Europeans. It's strong on my spirit, yeah, to bring this forth, yeah, because we are right at the very end, okay? And the living Creator wants you to call upon his name if you want to be saved. Rend your hearts, not your garments, man. So my people, Israel and Judah, two kingdoms of Israel. Yeah, it's split into two kingdoms. Yeah, you're going to come to one kingdom, yeah. And it says higher, and I will cause them to return to the land that I gave to their fathers, you understand? And they shall possess it. And these are the words that Higher spoke concerning Israel and concerning Judah, the two kingdoms which splits, man, do you understand? Southern kingdom and northern kingdom. For thus says Higher, we have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. And ask you now, and see whether a man does travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it, even it is even the time of Jacob's trouble, the trouble of the Afro-Asiatics, yeah, who get treated bad by the oppressor, man. Do you understand? Police brutality in that, man. Chris Cavett, Jordan Neely, Sanjay Massey, Robert Brooks, yeah, Kaheem Wiley, 1 year old shot by police, no justice for us, man. They stole our lands and estates, man. Do you understand? Like, they treat us brutally. They're meant to be protecting us, but they don't, man. But it is even the time of Jacob's trouble. It got bad, yeah, and I stood up, man, on my birthday, April the 8th, 2024, man. That's a central marker point, like I keep saying, and son, for the 7 year tribulation. But he shall be saved out of it. The Afro-Asiatics, yeah, the confusion of face, yeah. We should be saved out of it, for it shall come to pass that in that day, says higher of host, that I will break his yoke from off thy neck. Dumdai verses 1452, stealing our lands and estates, man. I will break the yoke, yeah, from off your neck, and will burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him. The power Arabs come into our lands, man, treating us like shit in our own lands, man. You understand? Not everyone, I'm just saying the ones who are choosing to be wicked, man. Don't include yourself if you're decent, man. But they shall serve higher, and their power, H1961, like I told you, his name's higher, yeah, and David their king, whom I will raise up to them. Therefore fear thou not, O my servant Jacob, says higher, neither be dismayed, O Israel, the northern kingdom, yeah, in the Americas. For look, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed from the land of their captivity, and Jacob shall return and have rest and be quiet, and none shall make them afraid, for I am with thee, says higher, to save thee, though I make a full end of all the nations where I have scattered thee, yet I will not make a full end of thee, but I will correct you in measure. And son, you will not altogether go unpunished. Okay, this is it, man. The central marker point, yeah, Jacob's trouble, King Dawi standing up here on his birthday, April 8th, 2024. That's the central marker point, man, for the 7 year tribulation. The my birthday, solar eclipse, yeah, on April the 8th, 2024, was to be married together with the 2017 solar eclipse, man. Okay, that's a 7 year tribulation, and yeah, we're about to be redeemed before the great and dreadful day. You're going to see the sun darkened, the meteors, the stars will fall from heaven, and a blood red moon, man. Do you understand? Fires, earthquakes, flooding, mad shit going on, evacuations. These are the end times, man. They don't want you to know this year. Call upon the living Creator if you want salvation for you and your family, man. All of you, call upon the living Creator, man. These are the end times, man. Shabbat shalom. Welcome to the end of the fourth quarter, man. End of Jacob's trouble. We're about to be redeemed. We're about to have our lands and estates reinstated back to us, man. Do you understand? Like, we have wicked people ruling over us. Okay, we are a holy and set apart people, man. Yes, man. Praise higher, higher the living Creator, man. You best believe he don't mess about, man. Praise higher. Enjoy your Sabbath day, people. Soon we're gonna be set free a second time, man. You understand? Say he will say the 10th of Judah first, man. Remember that.